Hello again from Paris. I'm still here to answer some more questions. First one is from Luciana Leguizamon. How do you imagine yourself in 10 years? I will probably, hopefully, I have a family. I don't think I play tennis anymore. I think in 10 years I will be too old. So I will hopefully, I have a family and I will live a pretty quiet life without so much traveling. I think the worst thing about being a tennis player is all the traveling. So I hope I don't have to do that so much. And then, but I would still love to work in tennis in some way. I love this sport, so hopefully I will do something in tennis. Next one is from Harry Tate. Hi Robin, I'm an Aussie fan. I was happy to see you win the Brisbane International this year. My question to you is, what has been your best career win and why? Well, I had a few really nice victories, especially here in Paris. I remember last year's quarterfinals against Roger Federer was a really great win for me. I played really well and I was so happy to reach the semi-finals. So that's probably my nicest win so far in my career. Then we have a question from Jose Americo Diaz. Hi Robin, you have the most powerful game on the tour right now. Do you have a special diet and physical training, or you have the same as other tennis players? I think every player has more or less the same physical training regime, but I think you have to change it a little bit depending on what's your game style, how tall you are, and what's your strengths and weaknesses in the game. And I work a lot on my movement around the court. I'm pretty tall, and I think that's where I have my weakness. So that's where I put the most focus on. Here's a question from Stanley Sladek. Hi Robin, you're awesome on the court. Thank you. Growing up, what type of courts were you practicing most on, and what's your favorite court to play on these days? When I grew up in Sweden, which is a very cold country, so we had to play a lot indoors on fast courts, and so that's where I played almost the whole year. And then in the beginning of my career, I only liked to play on fast courts, but I think for every year I improved my game on all kinds of different surfaces, and now I really feel that I can play well on all kinds of courts, so that's a really nice feeling. Last question is from Laura Ciudad. If you wouldn't become a tennis player, what would you have worked in? When I was a kid, I liked to be three things. I liked to be a tennis player, a football player, or a police. So it's probably a police or a football player then. All right, that was the end of all the questions. Thank you so much for everything, and I hope to see you all again soon.